Hi, everyone. Okay, so I've posted the monthly update for September, and hopefully you guys get a chance to read it as well as this. So what we're looking at is everybody has either a chart or they have a little piece of paper that I actually gave you in the workshop, so you can follow with the workshop. Hi, Jen. So with that, that is what you're actually looking at. You're looking at elementally what is each of the elements. So as I go through it, hi Deb. So as I go through it, you actually understand what I am talking about. So I've got a few emails, messages to say I am this, but I don't know what the rest means. You're not looking at that piece of paper. Remember what I said, that piece of paper goes on your fridge. It is golden. It is worth its weight in gold. That's it. You look at that piece of paper and it will tell you exactly what element you are and what element you guys distract me. Hi, everyone. What element you are and what each of the elements are. It is written on that little piece of paper or your own chart. So either way, and everything's going off at the moment, isn't it? I'll put it over there. Okay, so either way, you've got to look at it for you. What is it for you? Not anybody else, just you. Okay, so the rooster starts on Saturday, and it starts at, where did I have it? 12:31 a.m. So 12:31 is just as soon as the 8th basically starts, so does the month. It's only 30 minutes in. So the day that it actually starts is yin water, and that yin water is in harmony with the yang of the earth, with the yang earth, okay? They're just symbols, but you understand the elements as I'm talking. And for those that do know the elements, for my students, etc., this is up here as well. The other thing is on the actual day, it's also a rabbit. And so the rabbit is also in harmony with the earth of the year. So it's kind of like soulmate on top, soulmate on the bottom. And this is why this is what does the year actually bring in that way is you have the will. You have the will to succeed. What is it that the metal element is for you? Because that earth is feeding the metal. So that's very strong metal. And that's how you succeed. You have that will to succeed. It's involved, it's kind of being involved in the center of everything. So everything meaning, you're involved in this community, there's a project there, you're involved in this community, there's a project there. It's not just, you're not just the sidekick or behind the scene kind of person. This is full on being involved, okay? Hi, everybody. Okay, it's also a month where there are new ideas at the same time. So those new ideas, because what ends up happening is the metal, that rooster, is metal on metal for the month. And so for you, what is metal? Because that metal is the peak, basically. So what is metal for you? Is it your money? Is it your health? Is it your ideas? Is it your work? Is it is it the pressure on you? That kind of thing. And so it's time to shout it out. What does a rooster do? The rooster's like, cock-a-doodle-do, and that's it. So the rooster by nature is very difficult. They are sharp-tongued, as in that, very abrasive at the same time. And with the rooster, he's idealistic, and though he works very hard at the hens in the hen house, okay, so there's a thing for it, so something has to come back in that way. But the metal rooster, so rooster is that, then there's the metal rooster. A rooster is very proud, they're eccentric, they are very sure of themselves. Such is metal. So it's like that. And when you are looking at elementally what is going on, first thing is the Feng Shui. So the center of every home this month has what we call the trigram. It's the 7. So the 7 is negative female energy because it's not in its time. So that negative female energy, just be aware that the females are going to go at it this month. It's in the center. Okay. And then we've got the east. So in the east of every single home is the difficulty, the obstacles, and at the same time it is destructive. So as I always say, in this day and age, destruction is actually bankruptcy. And so that's what that means. Now, you need bells, okay? So you can have bells like this. They have to be 6 bells. They're on white because white is metal, bells are metal. That's it. It's reinforcing it. We're not putting fire on these bells because fire then melts the metal and they're useless. They're weak, okay? And so I don't have any bells at the moment, and I just keep forgetting to get the order happening actually with everything that's happening. Although I have these bells. How cool are these? Okay, I have 2 of these. They're from a student who made them up. So there's 2 of these. If you're interested in them, let me know. Yes, they are a little bit more than the other bells, but just text me or email me. You may have to pick them up because that would cost to send them. They're heavy as well. And she's also she just made them and left these coins. Again, look, they're on silver, okay? So metal supports the metal, not fire with metal, okay? All right, so we've got, the east is that difficulty. So you need your bells there, and they are moving from another spot for the month. And then in the south is where you place your coins. Now, you don't have to have these coins. You can have 5-cent coins, 10-cent coins, 20-cent coins, whatever you actually want to have. Okay, so you have those, and that's what you put into your south. Now, with September also at the same time, Feng Shui-wise, it's the kind of month that it is. This is the 7. The 7 in the center is also metal. So there's a lot of moralistic things happening this month. There's a lot of, judge and jury things happening this month. And in with the dog that digs up all the rubbish, then somebody has to answer for this. And so at the same time, it's like the month that is for controlling, not so much controlling, the actual day that the month actually starts is a control day. And a control day means you're ending things, finalizing things, getting rid of. And because on the day it's a rabbit, the month is a rooster, there's a clash. Both are emotional elements, as in romance flowers. So on the day, not only is it for endings, finalizing, signing contracts, signing, registries, wedding vows, etc., etc. It's not too bad, but you do need to be careful because it is a challenging day with the month, okay? And that's how the actual month starts. It starts with it's like that. So be very, very careful because at the same time, when you are looking at, the earth on top, the earth on the bottom, we've got the dog harmonizing with the rabbit, but the rabbit is in clash with that rooster. So yes, there's harmony on one camp and then there's no harmony on another camp, and that's how it is, okay? So here we are, we've got the yin water harmonizing with the yang earth. So what you are going to look at is what is water for you and what is wood for you and what is metal for you. Because you already know what earth is for you. Now we've got 3 new things happening on this particular day. And so you actually need to then look at that, okay? Hi, Ty. Hello, Di. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Lil. Hi, Jen. Hi, Margaret. I don't know who else I've forgotten. Anyway, let me get on with it. So the other thing is this, the metal of the month is in harmony. So it's yin metal on top, and it's actually in harmony with yang fire. So yang fire, it's both are romance and both are emotional and both are in harmony. And so a lot of things, people, objects, whatever you want to call them, they come together. Okay, we call it a yuan. So it can be soulmates. Now, let me just say this again. Soulmates does not mean life partners. Yeah, that's for another class. Okay. So then the rooster. The rooster harmonizes with the dragon. So every day from Saturday, every day from 7 to 9 a.m., there's harmony in the day because it's dragon. Those 2 hours are dragon. So at the same time, there's harmony, yet the month actually started with a clash. So you need to wake up, okay? Don't let the rooster wake you up. You need to wake up and see, what do you need to finalize and what do you need to finish, what do you need to complete, sign, etc. Okay, look at it. There's something there and you've just got to look deeper. Don't wait for the dog to dig it up for you. Okay, so we're up to yin metal. Yin metal on the top of that rooster is also the lungs and the buttocks. Then the rooster, the rooster is very, very strong because that earth is feeding this metal. Okay, that's for the whole month. And the month is metal on metal, the year is earth on earth. All that earth is feeding this metal. On the day that it does change, there's a little bit of water and there's a little bit of fire, and there's actually more water in the time it changes, but yeah, it's quite strong. Guys, look at your earth, look at your metal. That's what you need to end and finish. Okay. Now, the rooster is also the small intestine and blood. So this is what the month is about. The month is about lungs. It's about buttocks, as in lower back. I'm feeling it. The small intestine and blood. So again, all of that is basically circulation, the breathing, etc., etc., and they have a domino effect. Okay, so in that whole circle, when we have that yin metal with the yang fire, that actually makes more water, okay, in harmony. The rooster is a thinker and an administrator, and this is why it's about finalizing and finishing things. Do not take it on to the next whatever, okay? It has to be dealt with. You all know what it is because everybody is totally different. And the rooster has a motto. His motto is, I count. He counts. He's counting his hens in the hen house, you know, ka-chink, 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 that way. But anyway, so the rooster is also the peak. He is the peak of a not quite a storage, but on the way to a storage. And he is the peak of metal, which is the peak of money for for fire people. So fire people, the whole month is money, 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 money. Sound like a broken down record. Anyway, now the rooster harmonizing with the dragon then makes more metal as well. So do you see how strong the metal is this month? You really need to look at what it is for you. The rooster of the month also harmonizes with the snake. So remember, first he harmonized with the 7 to 9 a.m. the dragon, then 9 to 11 a.m. is in harmony. So maybe this month of September, the rooster, less traffic jams. How good would that be? And because I'm kind of everywhere, you know, Druin, Echuca, Castlemaine, that sort of thing. So I am kind of feeling it as well at the same time. So this rooster is harmonizing with that snake, 9 to 11. The snake is a trouble star and it's in harmony. Then we've got the rooster, the snake, and the ox. Those three come together. So the ox is actually 1 to 3 a.m. So for 5 people, you've got, you know, the month, and then if you're anywhere near somewhere where you can ka-chink from 1 to 3 a.m., I'm not telling you to go anywhere or gamble or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just saying, okay. So then what you do is Think about it, and that's your storage. Everyone has a turn. Yeah, so that's how it works. Now, that yin metal also, and this rooster, the yin metal clashes with yin wood. So if you are yin wood, be extra careful because it is the neck, the spine, that kind of issues. So that then leads to headache, etc., etc. Okay, so look at that if you must. If you are the yin wood, it's bringing it in your face now. The rooster and the rabbit is also, basically September is the best month for surgeries. I'm having one. I don't have a choice, but I'm having one. So yeah, that's how it works as well. Now, for both being for the day that it actually comes in being romance flowers, and as I said, it is for finalizing and finishing things, this can also be relationships. Yeah. And as I wrote in the post, you all need to invest in tissues. Aloe vera, hopefully, so it's a lot better. Okay. I'm waving to everyone, waving back. Okay, so romance flowers means there's a special thing happening as well. It's all here. Okay, so the month of August, which finishes on Saturday, was just about, the monkey, and it's a travel star, so you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. Tired, yes. Okay, so then the rooster is more here. Okay, it's about feeling it here, not intellect. So August was intellect. Now we're too emotional for me. I'm not going there. So yeah, that's how it works. Now, the days that you actually need to be very, very careful of in September are the 8th, the 14th, the 20th, the 26th, and of course, because September doesn't finish till the 8th of October, so the 2nd of October is also one of those days you need to be extra careful with. The challenging hours for the rooster this month is, of course, the rabbit hour, which is 5 to 7 a.m. Hopefully most of you are still in bed, but those of you that do have to get up, yeah, it's very hard, I know. You might just need to draw an animal. So if you feel it is affecting you because you have a rabbit or you have another rooster. So if you have another rooster or you have a rabbit in your chart, you are challenged, guys. So just be aware of that. Having those two can actually make it worse from 5 to 7 and then 5 to 7 at night as well. Okay, when you're trying to prep dinner and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, oops. Okay, so they're the hours you actually need to be extra, extra careful of. Then we've got for you personally. Okay, so it's all there written in the update and I'll just go through it anyway. So wood people, last month you felt the yang on yang metal. This month it's yin on yin. Yin on yin is not as harsh, but it is the peak of that metal. So just be aware of that as well. For water people, it's what nourishes you. Okay, it's your ideas, it's your health as well. It's all of that. So if you need to pay attention to your health, this is the month to pay attention. Go for it. If you need, if you have ideas and need to put them through, then put them through. It's time. Okay. Even if, yes, Angela, darling, even if the rabbit is in the hour, it's still part of your chart. So if it's in the hour and you do have children, then it's on your children. But if you don't have children, it's still in your hour. So you still need to be wary of it. The wood, no, we did wood. What did we do? Where am I? Wood, water, metal. Metal people, it's metal. It's so family oriented. Excuse me. It's very family oriented. So it's kind of like births, deaths, marriages. But with these births, deaths, and marriages, it's like everyone's got a handout, everybody wants a piece of the metal. So if it's a favorable element, not a problem. But if it's not a favorable element, you'll find that, people are just taking what they can take. And again, lots of tissues. Yeah, too emotional. Dinner dive, just don't see anybody. Then we've got Earth, of course. The year is already Earth. Earth people are already feeling the year, like, 100% feeling the year, because what ends up happening is, thanks, Sarah. Love you, sweetheart, back. Oh, Habib, you're funny. Anyway, so for the Earth people, all that Earth on Earth, you're already feeling it. Then the metal comes and it gives you a way out. Yay! So there's the draining. Okay, remember I said if you are feeling it, you need acupuncture, something, piercings. There you go. Great month for you. Still emotional though. Yeah, Earth are already more emotional anyway. Fire people. Fire, it's the peak of your money. It's about learning to control your money, maybe save your money, but there is plenty of money there. So ask for your pay rise if you want to ask for your pay rise, etc. Okay, so good timing, Green. Fire, ka-ching, ka-ching. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically it. Now, somebody has asked me, and I did write that. Oh, by the way, thank you to all the questions. And I've got about 10 questions left to go, but I'm sure somebody else will send something because they did. So this is what somebody asked me, if face reading is related to Feng Shui, pillars, 5 elements, etc. Actually, face reading is related to the 5 elements because the 5 elements are on your face. It is related to Feng Shui because the mountains and the rivers are also on your face, as in the mountains, we have for luck in Feng Shui, and the rivers, the water stars we have in that are also on your face. Yes. And then there's also, I can't forget any of these, and the mystical animals, the turtle, the tiger, the dragon, and the phoenix are also on your face. Okay. Then the ages of when these things are going to happen, as in the luck, the river, the animals, etc., is also at a certain age and time. Okay, so with that, everything is relating to the 5 elements. So it's so easy. Wood feeds the fire, fire feeds the earth. Earth feeds the metal, metal feeds water, water feeds the tree. That kind of thing. Pretty easy. So yes, it is easy to understand, etc. And yes, I'm listening, and I will have a course happening soon. Okay. It will be 3 lessons. You bring a picture this big of your face. Okay. So you bring a picture that big, and then I give you transparency to put on top, and how you know what your nose is, what your mouth is, what your chin is, what your eyes are, is because you draw over the shape of them on the transparency. And that's how you know what's coming, what's going, what's happening to you, etc. Okay. So the other thing is with the face reading, it can complement also what you're going through at the same time. Not as good as 4 pillars. Okay, 4 pillars is the bomb. Okay, 4 pillars is it. It's so pure and it works that way. Deb, does all that correspond with your chart? It adds another level to your chart. Okay, so if I say to you, your nose, a woman's nose is the quality of her man and money. And yeah, my nose is broken. No, I'm good, thank you. Anyway, one day I'll get it fixed. Anyway, so yes, that then tells you, okay, the quality of your man, the quality of money is your nose. When people have their nose done, then it goes up like this. So all the money, oh dear, I look terrible there. All the money just drains out. because you're exposing it to just pour out. You're not containing it in your rivers. Yay! Anyway, so yes, Deb, it does add another level because it could be what you have done to your nose. Your chart says you're in 10 years of money and you've gone and changed your nose. So the quality of your house of spouse changes a little bit as well. So good question. Yeah. Happy to take less money for some. Oh, who wants less money, Raymond? Get over it, babe. Anyway, okay. So that's it. How was that? Oh, got it in 25 minutes. All right. Cool. Any other questions? No? All right. So I will actually start, once I finish those 10 questions, I will start posting some face stuff so you can just then stand in the mirror and look at yourself. I'll have to get a mirror. We don't have mirrors here. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm done. Any other questions? No. Good. I'm going to love you and leave you now. So hopefully that helps you. Read the update at the same time. If you missed anything, there is a link on some of the posts that I've done, or I'll just put another one with this one. You can click on that and you actually then get to see all of the videos for the misconceptions and the weeks past, etc. On YouTube. I nearly said on the YouTube. My kids laugh at me. On the Instagram. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. We're done. All right. Have a good night, guys. And I hope the month is good to you. If it's not, call me to have your home done. That's it. Oh, the other thing is I probably have to change my email, but I will let you all know before I do that because it's just not happening for me. Great. It's not happening. Anyway, good night. Why isn't that working? Oh, here we go. Oh, thank you. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. Is that what happens? Good night.